Olivia was a curious little girl with bright eyes and a wild imagination. She loved three things more than anything: butterflies, bedtime stories, and gardens, especially at night. While most children were already fast asleep, Olivia would sit by her window and gaze out into the backyard, wondering what plants did when the moon was out. "Do they sleep like we do?" she asked her mom once. Her mom smiled and kissed her forehead. "Maybe," she said. "Or maybe they have their own little party under the stars." That idea filled Olivia's heart with wonder. She imagined flowers dancing, mushrooms singing, and vines whispering secrets. It all seemed like something that might happen, if only you were quiet enough to hear it. One warm summer night, Olivia couldn't fall asleep. The air was soft and full of crickets' songs. The moon was glowing extra bright, bathing everything outside in a silvery blue light. She tiptoed out of bed, pulled on her slippers, and opened the window just a little wider. That's when she noticed something strange. The garden, usually still and sleepy, was shimmering. Not with dew, not with fireflies, but with a soft, pulsing glow. It was coming from behind the rose bushes. Olivia's heart fluttered. She grabbed her favorite stuffed fox, Finley, and climbed up the window as quietly as a shadow. The grass was cool under her feet. The air smelled like mint and lilacs. As she moved past the bushes, the glow grew stronger, and there, hidden beneath the tall moonflowers, she saw it. A tiny arched door set into the side of the garden wall. It hadn't been there before. Or maybe she'd just never seen it. The door was carved with vines, stars, and little moons. And in the center, written in glowing letters, it said, "Only the quiet-hearted may enter." Olivia held her breath. She touched the door, and it opened. Inside was not the other side of the garden wall. It was something else entirely. She stepped through and gasped. She was no longer in her backyard. She was standing in a vast, glowing garden that stretched farther than her eyes could see. The plants glowed in blues and purples and soft silver. Moonflowers opened wide like lanterns. Willows hummed lullabies. Fireflies twirled in patterns like dancers. And the air? It sparkled. "Where am I?" Olivia whispered. A tiny voice answered, "Welcome to the Moonlight Garden." She looked down and saw a creature the size of her hand, standing on a glowing pebble. It had butterfly wings, a petal-shaped hat, and shoes that looked like they were made of moss. "I'm Luma," said the creature. "Guardian of the garden. You must be Olivia." Olivia blinked. "How do you know my name?" Luma smiled. "The flowers told us. You've been watching, wondering, listening. That's how most people miss us. They forget to wonder." Olivia smiled back, feeling warm all over. "Would you like a tour?" Luma asked. "Oh yes," Olivia said, holding Finley close. Luma floated into the air, and Olivia followed her down a soft moonlight path lined with glowing stones. They passed a tree with silver leaves that played soft music when the wind blew. "That's the melody tree," said Luma. "It only sings when someone kind walks by." They walked past a pond that reflected stars even though there were none above it. That's the dream pond. It shows you dreams you haven't had yet. Olivia peeked in and saw herself riding a flying turtle over a sea made of marshmallows. She giggled. Next, they reached a meadow filled with sleepy animals, glowing bunnies, foxes, and birds, all snuggled under glowing petals like blankets. "Are they real?" Olivia whispered. "They're made of dreams," said Luma. "But tonight, they're dreaming of you." They walked farther, into the heart of the garden, where a round clearing opened up. In the center stood the tallest flower Olivia had ever seen, taller than her house, with petals as big as blankets and a stem that shimmered like moonlight on water. "That," said Luma, "is the Luna bloom. It only blooms when someone with a truly gentle heart is near." As if hearing the words, the Luna bloom slowly opened. Petals unfolded, layer after layer, until the golden center was revealed, glowing like the moon itself. The entire garden sighed. Olivia stared in wonder. "It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen." The flower began to hum, a low, soft song that filled the air with warmth and calm. Luma looked at Olivia. "Would you like to stay a little longer?" Olivia nodded. "Just a little." She lay down in the soft grass with Finley in her arms. The flower's glow wrapped around her like a blanket. The garden seemed to breathe with her. She didn't know how long she rested there, maybe minutes, maybe hours. But when she finally opened her eyes, the flower had closed. The fireflies had dimmed. And Luma stood beside her with a sleepy smile. "It's time," said the little guardian. "Will I ever come back?" Olivia asked. "Anytime your heart is quiet, and the moon is bright, the door will open." Luma reached into her leafy pouch and gave Olivia a single silver petal. "To remind you that the magic is real." Olivia hugged Finley and whispered, "Thank you." She walked back the way she came, past the pond, past the melody tree, back through the moonflowers, and stepped through the little arch door. She was in her backyard again. The garden was still. The stars were fading into morning. She climbed back through her window, curled into bed, and looked at the silver petal in her hand. It sparkled, just once, and then faded into a soft glow. She placed it under her pillow and closed her eyes. And somewhere, not too far away, the moonlight garden whispered, "Good night, Olivia."